Hey traders, Parker here with another indicator. Today I'll be introducing you to version 2 of my ultimate Laguerre RSI indicator. I made a lot of changes to it. Hopefully this version of it is a lot more simpler. I've taken some things out and I've added a few things, but I wanted to take a moment to bring down the original one and do a comparison. There was nothing really wrong with the original one, but I found it to be very noisy, or a lot of different colors and stuff. For me, so I decided to make some changes, and I decided to make some changes with the other indicators I had put in as well, with the Heikinashi, the buy sell momentum, and the RSI, and even the gaps and the squeeze indicator in there as well. So let me get rid of that one. Let me go over the features of the new one and the one other indicators that I actually put into it. So in this indicator, if you're unfamiliar with the Laguerre RSI, it's an oscillator. It ranges from 0 to 100. This white line represents the RSI. This purple line with the dots on it represents gamma, and this dotted yellow line is just the average for the RSI. So you get buy signals when the RSI crosses above oversold, and you get sell signals when RSI crosses below the overbought area. And you can see right now the RSI, I put these labels here, it's in the overbought area, and it's not making any attempts to go down. It did went right here, but I wouldn't have sold just because of the other indicators that are built into this indicator to give you confidence to stay in a trade, or confidence to or to get out of a trade. So those are the main features of the RSI indicator. The Laguerre RSI indicator, and then you have this FE line right here at 618 and 38.2. But the indicators I added into this indicator is the Heikinashi, Onbalance Volume, the range indicator, and TTM histogram. And that's what you're seeing within these bars. They fluctuate just like just like the MACD fluctuate from bright green, dark green, pink, and bright red. So this first bar, this first line right here represents the Heikinashi. The second line represents unbalanced volume. The next line represents the range, what price is within the range of 13 bars, high and low range of 13 bars. And the bottom line is the TTM histogram. And you can see if it's increasing or it's decreasing based on the fluctuation in the colors within these bars. And here is the TTM squeeze. So you'll see right here, when the stock actually into a squeeze, it'll go dark blue. And then if the squeeze is getting tighter, it'll go cyan to give you a greater indication. Hey, this squeeze is getting tighter. So you look for a more explosive, a bigger move. So that's the TTM squeeze that's in there. And then I also applied this to gamma as well. So I found that when gamma is exceeding this 61.8, these dashed lines right here, it actually represents energy just being pushed, that's available in the stock. And you can see right here, the stock, once this pushed down, gamma started going down, or the energy started being used. The stock started actually rising. And then you can see right here, once it went below the 38.2, you can see it kind of sort of hit this exhaustion move right here. And you can see the stock then continued going up. It actually traded sideways for a little while, and then it actually pushed up from there. Even though it's showing you it's an exhaustion move, doesn't have a lot of fuel in the tank, this stock can continue to go up. But once gamma came into, you can see where it started slowing down again. Once gamma went down, you can start seeing the stock started with another explosive move to the upside. And you can see right here, it's telling you this is an exhaustive state, or this is an exhaustive move. So those are some of the features that are in this indicator, and you can see where this move down became exhausted, and you got this turnaround. And some of the other, you can paint the bars and not paint the bars, but these indicators together, confluence, gives you confidence to stay in a trade or possibly take a trade. You can see you got the bull trigger line here, and you have the bear trigger line here, and you have to answer the question: do I stay in or do I get out? And like I said earlier, the Heikinashi went red, and also the unbalanced volume went red, but the range and the TTM squeeze stayed dark green. Let me fill this up so we can get a better look at this. And this is a dark red bar versus a bright red or pink bar. So you can see right here where it went from bright dark red to bright red. I probably would have gotten out if I was I wouldn't take a long here, but I would possibly start going long here. So this indicator is here to serve you in a way to possibly help you take trades or not take trades. This is the bottom indicator. There's a so you can get this indicator by itself, or you can get the bundle. So what you get in a bundle is the first thing in this bundle. Well, let me show you the key for this indicator first off. So this is the key for the indicator. You can see where you're going to get overbought, oversold, pressure, trend exhaustion, Heikinashi, unbalanced volume, range, TTM squeeze, histogram squeeze, and then tight squeeze. So you're going to get all of those labels in this indicator. Let me get rid of that key. You won't be able to scan from this indicator. If you attempt to scan, it'll probably lock up your machine. So this is me warning you, and don't attempt to scan with this thing because it'll lock up your machine. I've had mine locked up. I had to Control Alt Delete to shut down the program to get it back running. But for the most part, there's a scanner that comes with this. But for the most part, let's go into the top indicator here. So this is going to be your tops and bottom. Heikinashi Laguerre RSI version 2 tops and bottoms. So if you're using Heikinashi candles, then you want to cut on this the close and the open. And that's what you're seeing with these blue and white dashes. The blue is the close, and the white is the open of the candle. And you can see right here, here's our open for the day, and here's our current close for the day. And remember, Heikinashi is a average of these candles. So I'm going to cut those off for a moment so we can see put more emphasis on the other indicators that are built into this. So one of the things that I've learned that kind of sort of predicts a turnaround with Heikinashi candles is their flat bottoms. You can see right here where it says flat B, it says flat bottom, and that's what these green arrows represent. Flat bottom, flat bottoms for these candles, and it's going to be exact opposite for these for the red candles, bearish candles, and you'll see these flat tops, and you get another one that says flat T, and you can see right there you got this cascade of candles down after you got your first flat top. And the same situation here, you got your first flat bottom here, and you got a cascade of candles up. It's not going to always be the case, but I've seen that it generally works out on a daily chart. Sometimes some of the lower charts where you can get a run from those flat tops and flat bottoms. And the white arrows represent bullish propulsion, and the yellow ones where it represents bearish propulsion. So the way I look at bullish propulsion is a close breaking up above the previous high with increased volume. So, and the exact opposite for the bearish propulsion. You'll see a close breaking below the previous low and with more volume than the previous candle. So with increase in volume. And that's what you're seeing right here. You can see right here where you got this mix up right here, this flat top, bottom, and then you got this flat top, and you got that push. But then you got this immediate push around right here. The other thing that's in here are these exhaustion dots. So you can see these purple dots right here. There are, let me make them a little bigger. Once you get the indicator, you can make them as big or small as you want them to be. But for the most part, I'm trying to highlight, where's the pressure? Here we go. Highlight the dots. So you can see right here where you got these exhaustion, just like with the indicator going into the exhaustion mode, or the gamma going below the 38.2 representing exhaustion. And you can see right here, you got your first exhaustion dot right here, and you didn't make a new high. And you're going to get those as long as that's below 38.2 and moving up. You'll get these exhaustion dots up here. I didn't feel as though that they would be... you wanted to see a whole... I mean, I wouldn't want to see a whole bunch of dots unless the gamma was going up out of the level to show me that the exhaustion is happening or possibly coming to an end. So those are your exhaustion dots, and you find them all over, and you can see where the actual moves just completely stop or pause for a moment, or stock start arranging after you start seeing these exhaustion dots. And the same situation here where you're seeing these pressure dots, and you can see right here, dot, dot, you're building up pressure, and it looks from the trend of the RSI, you can see that this pressure is to the bullish side. And that's what happens also. The color of the candles will change according to these bars, according to the Heikinashi, Onbalance Volume, the range, and the TTM squeeze. So I was looking for some more pressure dots. And you can see right here where the pressure dots were. And you can see where you got this big move down. And then you can see here where you got this big move up. And you can see where the exhaustion happened right here. And you can see where the pressure is came in, and you got the move down. So that's going to, let me make sure that's everything in that indicator. And you can change the buy and sell, overbought and oversold, the length. And you can show the triggers or not show the triggers. Right now I don't have the triggers showing. But if I cut the triggers on, you can see how they line up exactly with the RSI down here. And that's one of the things you'll see with other Laguerre RSIs. You won't be able to change the overbought levels. The normal overbought and oversold level is 0. Overbought is 0.8 and the oversold is 0.2. Here you can change to whatever you want. I changed it to Fibonacci numbers. So that's why I like... you can have audible sounds as well for this indicator. So you can have the alerts on, alerts off. Show the triggers or don't show the triggers. Paint the bars, don't paint the bars. If you don't like the colors I've changed for negative, up and down, you can change those. There's those FE lines. There's the gamma, the pressure dots. You can see where you get the colors, where I just use cam up. 1, 2, and 3, and then gamma is just the cloud down there. So those are some of the features of this of the RSI. So that's going to be your tops and bottoms indicator, and then from there you're going to get this move average cloud. I have it set for 20, 50, and 200. Normally, I would go in and, right now it's showing way too bright. I would go in and I would change the actual colors of this cloud. Yeah, I would change all these to 50 to make it transparent, more transparent, and wouldn't be as bright or in the way. There we go. I moved all those colors to 50% transparency so you can see everything. So everything that's in this indicator, you'll get this three move average cloud. So right now the bottom of my cloud represents 200, this mid of the cloud represents 50, and the top of the cloud represents 20. And you can see where I've added in my price and volume trend, and you can see where price was moving up with this dark green and volume average is down. But once price average is moving up and volume average is moving up, you'll get bright green. And you can see where it kind of slowed down here. And the exact opposite, if price is moving down, volume average is not moving up, you'll get dark red. And if price average is moving down and volume average is moving up, you'll get this bright red. So it's just something to help you in your decision making, or to help you see what's going on possibly in the background. So that's the 3-move average cloud. And this is the key for the tops and bottoms indicator. So you get flat bottom, flat top, pressure, exhaustion, bullish propulsion, bearish propulsion. And that's the key to that. But the real game changer is going to be the targeting system. And in the targeting system is self-adjusting. So here's that channel I was telling you about. When I say the range, I'm talking about the range indicator. And that's basically what you're seeing now is the channel, and it looks at this range, and it looks for where the close is within this range. So I'm going to take the range off. Take the channel off so that I can highlight more so of the targeting system and its features. So this indicator is going to work off of these triggers. So you can see right now it's showing you an in, or it's showing you could possibly buy in at this high right here, and it actually worked off of this bearish trigger right here. So once this bearish trigger is activated, it applies a resistance level, and then from there, if the close gets within the half of the range of resistance level, the targeting system will be applied to the resistance level to give you a preemptive move, possibly buying in at that level. So at this level, it's $16.20. You're using I have it set for $1,000. 62 shares will cost you $1,000, and your first ATR level, like I said, this is 2 times ATR. So 2 times ATR give you would be $18.52, and you'll make $143.84. 360 if you got the target 2, and if you got the target 3, so on and so forth. So that would get you your that's the targeting system right there. And you have your first stop loss right now is 1 times ATR. And then here represents the bottom of the channel. So this is going to be an adaptive move stop level. So as the price channel increases and goes up, this would go up as well. Your not your move average, but your stop loss 2 will move up to help you almost like a trailing stop loss from that level, lowest level that the price channel was at, and it just help you get out of a trade if a trade turns around on you. But for the most part, that's going to be the targeting system. I'm going to take you to another stock to show you better how it works. Where's the targeting system? So here's some of the features. It represents the same length of the RSI, so you can change the length, show the triggers. This indicator has the triggers in it as well. You can hide the past support and resistance levels. You can change the overbought and oversold because that's what the triggers are based off of. And if you're looking for a short, you can change that as well to long and short. So I'm going to change the short, but you can change the trade amount, how much you're willing to risk. 1,000. This is 1 times ATR, 2 times ATR, and that's so on and so forth. You can see now that I moved it to short. You can see right here would have been your entry, and this would have been your resistance line. Let me get rid of the Fibonacci thing I had up there. But this was your resistance line right here, and that would have been your first stop. But because everything has changed, you can see where your stop was going to be right here at stop 2 was your resistance level, and now it's actually your entry level. But for the most part, you would enter in on the low of this candle. So on the low of this candle right here, and because I'm using Heikinashi, it don't look right. So if I change this back to the candles, so we'll zoom in. So you got your actual, here we go, this candle. So you got your actual signal here. It's going to look for the highest high of these 13 candles or past 13 candles. And it's going to look at the low of this candle. And it's going to look for a break below this candle right here, or break below this low. The reason why I did that and not the close or the median of the candle, because if you look at buy sell pressure, it's going to be show from the low to the close being buying pressure. So that's why I chose the low being your entry point. And you really want to try and play it safe if you're trying to play things to the short side. But this one be adaptive as well. So if that upper band is below this, if the price channel high start trending below this resistance level, so it'll drift down as well. And you can see your target levels here and there, and that'll be your third target, according to ATR anyway. So this would have been your ATR stop right here, 1 times ATR, and this would have been your resistance level if you wanted to try and ride up to that resistance level. So I am going to switch this back to long, and let's see. And like I said before, this is your resistance level or your past resistance level. It wasn't shown before, but you can have them show up or you can hide them. But now this has changed from this, because you would have bought in right here or gotten in on a break above this high, this candle right here, or possibly on this candle right here. So you would have got in right here in the targeting system would have been right here until you broke above this resistance level. And once this resistance level was created, the targeting system adjusted itself for here. So that's pretty much how the targeting system works. Let's go look at this on a lower time frame. And this is ALI on the 5 minute. And we can see this was, let me cut the targeting system on, not targeting system, but let me cut the triggers on, show labels. So there we go. So you had a possibility getting in on here. Me, I probably would have waited until I seen this candle right here and probably would have gotten in from there. But definitely it would have had you a resistance level or entry level right here. So you could have entered in on that resistance level. And right now we're playing off of this, I want to say this resistance level of this high right here. So if I cut those targeting system, if I cut those old support and resistance levels on, we can see them a little bit better. So this was our first bearish signal, and this is the one we're playing off of, this bearish trigger right here. And you can see from right here, 43 shares, and your stop, and stop 2 is above it yet? No, it hasn't moved above it yet. But your stop 2 would have moved up if the price channel or lower the price channel would have moved up above their above your entry level right here. So we can see right here that yeah, I would have got in right here, especially because of what I'm seeing down here in this lower graph as well. So another thing that comes with this indicator, you can see what gamma is giving you, gamma trend exhaustion. And it's showing you trend exhaustion. That's why the stock is not necessarily going anywhere. It's having some trouble or trading sideways. But it gave you one right here. But yeah, it trended up a little further. But you get this volume indicator as well. So you get the volume average, period 2. You'll be able to select what period you want it. Period 2 and period 2 average. And then this is the Heikinashi over the higher time frames. So higher time, where is it? Higher time frame right here. So you can change that week, month, and it's just telling you the direction of the Heikinashi. Right now, on the 15 minutes is bright green, or you're good. On the 4 hour, day, and a week, y'all are showing bright green, and that's only according to Heikinashi. It's not according to the other indicators built into the RSI. So we can actually come over and do some scanning as well. So let's see. I kind of wanted to see what this did, but I also wanted to look at another stock or show you another example of a stock that's doing great that I had alerted people to, and that was this stock right here, MAR. It's really playing off of the Bitcoin. I alerted everybody to, hey, look for a break above 10, or at least a break above out of this area here, because it was basically just ranging back and forth. But you can also see it was almost like a triangle as it was ranging. So it almost was a flat top breakout. So this would be the flat top, and this would be the symmetric triangle going up. So I still got those fields on there as well. So this was a breakout attempt, and here's your it kind of came back in, but it finally broke above, and now you had this bear trigger that hit. It's used this resistance, and now you're couldn't got in today at 1679, but you can see where it had these exhaustion. But that's what this indicator does. It serves to find these different stocks and give you these bullish and bearish triggers based off the Laguerre RSI. If you want to try a little bit more aggressive, you can change the Laguerre RSI to 8. I'm looking at it on Fibonacci numbers. If you want to trade less aggressively, put it on 21. You won't get as many signals. You can see these don't line up with those because this one is set at 13. The one at the top is set at 13. This one's set at 21. You want to get as many signals, and you can see it's not as noisy down here as it was before. You did get another bull trigger, but that's one of the reasons what the scanner is for. So if we move, the other thing you're going to be able to get with this as well, it's going to be the watch list column. So you have the RSI trend and you have the RSI trigger. So if the trigger right here, the bull or bearish trigger happens, you'll be able to set the watch list, and you can see right here I have the Laguerre RSI. These are all the ones that actually broke that triggered. So you have your trigger right now is using this day's high as your entry zone, because I don't look at this on the actual day. I usually more so look at it at the end of the day to see what has triggered, what hadn't triggered. I work out a trade plan for myself. So if I were to go to the lower time frame, and you can see right here, you had a trigger back here in, where is this high? So this would be your entry. It'd be working off of this high right here. So it would have cost you that would have been your cost. That would have been your 55 shares at that price, and you would have been able to get in here and just rolled it up to here. And this is 1 times ATR, so that's $15 based off $1,000 if you would have entered in. And I probably would have took the trade, especially with the pressure that's building up, and it looks like everything's pushing up to the bullish side. So this is all confluence for you to possibly enter a trade or not. But use whatever. This is not an advertisement for you to buy or sell any stock or anything. But looking at it over the 5 minute, the 15 minute, the hour, and the 4 hour, and a day, it looks good. The week is struggling. You'll actually have to push this over 30 days to maybe not even 30 days. Let's see, 20 days to get the monthly. There's the month. So it's bullish on a month. and it's just readjusting. So it's nice. It's struggling on a weekly, but it's getting there. So I'm gonna push it back down to the 5 to 5 minutes, so it's not using as much data. But there's your trigger right here. Here's a positive trigger for Palantir that happened today. Plug, and you can see what the 3 move averages is moving up as well, giving you more confidence to possibly enter this trade. And I have this on the regular candles, and we will change this to the Heikinashi candles. So we can go look at Plug. Plug is doing good today. You were to enter in on this break above this resistance level right here. You got a bearish Heikinashi, but the other ones told you to stay in the trade up until that point right here. I probably would have exited out. And you got another bullish trigger here. So this is what it looks like on a 1 minute. I don't mean to be. So here we go with Plug. You got the actual entry right here. But you got the trigger right here, but it's pushing off of this this previous resistance right here. So that's another, like I said, it's self-adjusting. Even though you got the trigger for today, it's using this resistance level of for your actual entry and exit. I mean your entry for this stock. So that's one of the bullish things that one of the things about the self-adjusting targeting system. So we go to the scanner. Let me make sure. So this is the scanner. This is the indicator that you're going to use for the scanning. You're not, like I said before earlier, you're not going to use the Laguerre RSI to scan for anything. If you attempt to, it could possibly lock up your machine, and you'll just have to Control Alt Delete to get rid of it. So everything that's in the Laguerre RSI is in this scanner deal that I created. So if you want to do a long break above resistance, short break above entry line, and you have long break above entry line, and you have break below support line. So break below entry line, and you have the cam up, cam 1, cam 2, and you can see where those you can find those in the Laguerre RSI. And you have the squeeze. Squeeze 1 is be that dark blue. Squeeze 2 would be the cyan color. And then you have your oversold, overbought, and this is all goes according to the Laguerre RSI. The other thing you can search for with this with the scanning scan ultimate is the flat bottoms and flat tops. And I think I showed the pressure and the exhaustion as well. So I think that's everything. The cams are all color coded. The squeezes, squeeze 1, squeeze 2. So when I add the indicator, the scan ultimate Laguerre RSI stack, you're not going to get anything. So this is specifically just used for scanning. That's it. Nothing else. This is not going to be used for anything else. And I forgot to show you one thing over here. And you should... Where is it at? Might not have saved. In the watch list column, you'll also get this thing that says flat bottom or flat top as well. And you'll be able to change the actual time for the indicator as well. So if you want to change the time for the watch list column, you just open up just like I just opened it up, and you'll come over and change whatever time frames that you want to be use on your watch list column. So like I said before, this indicator is specifically used just for scanning. So by going to the scanner, and I already have it set up, I'm looking for anything with 1 million volume between $1 and $50, anything with 10%. So I'm gonna lower this down. to, because that's usually how I look at it for the night. So I'm gonna lower it down to, we'll say 5% change on this day. And I'm looking for anything that's long break above the resistance lines. So these are the ones that have broken above the resistance line. So let's find something that's, let's see which one has the greatest volume. FCX. And I'm going to take this indicator off because it's just going to cause the screen to scrunch up. You see here's this break above the resistance line. And it's a gap up. So Freeport McMoran Inc. But anyway, that's a break above its resistance line. If you're looking for a close to break above the resistance line. So HST. It broke above. It's been broke above its resistance line. I might have it more for more than one day. Let's see. JBI. It's moved up 11%. There we go. Here's one that's broken above its resistance line today. So we can go to the lower time frame. So that's 1 minute for the JBI. It made a huge move. And now you're looking for a short. Or it's still fixated on this past long, and it must be below the midpoint for the range. So it's still fixated on that low. And that's what I meant by if the stop 2 moves up, let's say if the price channel low moves up, this stop 2 will move up. Even though it's showing negative 80, it's actually positive. So I guess if we want to look at it in a different way, because it's moved below the halfway mark between the resistance line and its entry short. So that's why it pushed back to the original long. So, but we were to change this to short. There we go. It'd be a short opportunity. And that's your resistance line. This is your entry line right here for the low. I'm looking at it on the low of this candle will be your entry point for the short. So we can go back to the scanner. These are all things that are broken above the resistance lines. We can go back to, let's say, there we go. This is everything that's in here that you can scan for. Cam 1, 2, squeeze everything that you want to look for, or you could possibly want to look for from the actual Laguerre RSI and the top line for the Laguerre. The tops and bottoms. So we can look for flat bottom. It's true within 1 bars. I'm leaving everything the same, and that's the only thing I'm looking for. So this gives us anything with a flat bottom for today. Mar has a flat bottom. Mar's gonna hit 18. CCL can. What is this? Bull 1 times. Tesla, Bull, Redfin. I and Q. That was one of the ones I was rooting for, but it seemed like it wouldn't move. Because it seemed like it just stayed at 13 or possibly 11. But it's making a huge move today. Breaking above its resistance line, and it's breaking out today, or it's breaking out now. I don't mind, I don't care. Let me get rid of all these lines because it's doing exactly what I was hoping it to do. So yeah, it was just range trading. Seemed like it didn't want to break out or break above this 13, but now it's finally breaking out. So I wonder, I probably would have got stopped out. If I would have pushed right here or gotten in right here, I would have been just waiting. And it could have possibly been a $68 loss or possibly $70 loss. But if I would have held it up, yeah, especially knowing about the FOMC meeting. So this would have been my profit right here. But it just seemed like IO and Q were just ranging between here and there. Ranging. And 13. So, but that's the indicator, and this is IO and Q breaking above its resistance zone, and it has a flat bottom. So anything with a flat bottom, but anything in that stack indicator, that the scanning indicator, you can scan for. But this is going to be the end of the video. I appreciate you guys taking the time out to listen to what I had to say. I hope everything I've said has been helpful or at least educational, especially about this indicator itself. But if you're interested in this indicator, just look in the link in the description and you'll be able to find the indicator itself and the bundle as well. And as always, stay safe out there. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. God bless.